have any questions for Mbali, or is there some insights you want to share with her as well?
Ooh, yeah, okay. I shared earlier, I just want to know, she's Mbali's mentioned that she's been in the game for quite a while, and I just want to know, what does it take, to reach that level? I mean, there's a lot of challenges that we face as young professionals in this industry. A lot of hurdles, a lot of barriers that we need to go through. In terms of race, anything, it's a race issue. I mean, we know a race is a huge issue in this country. Another individual, same age, same experience, same qualifications as me, can be given a much senior role in the company than I am. So those are one of the challenges. Just from Mbali, what challenges has she come across over the years, and how has she overcome them, and what has it taken her to be where she is? Because for me, from what she has said in this interview, she's quite a big learner.
Okay, you've asked me one of my favorite questions. So thanks for that. I think, what have I gone through? Everything. Everything you can think of. As you can see, I sit here and I'm a Black female in construction. When I joined construction in 2002, I think there were 3 females on site. One of them was the one who made tea, one of them was myself, and one of them was a chick who just graduated from Vets Tech. So you can imagine. And this was a whole proper rose and earthwork site. So that's what I walked into when I walked into site. And as you said, the color dynamics come into play, the gender dynamics come into play. And it's a lot of things. It's a lot of it is mind. And that's why that whole having people you can talk to and touch base with is also important. So, and also you need to get to a place where you must differentiate, because it's very easy for us as people to default to say it's because of this. I once sat in a women's workshop in my previous company to work at Marion Roberts, and they were very passionate about these women's workshops, so we can get the women in the room so they can talk and air out their frustrations. And it was their favorite thing to do. And one of the girls was like, but guys on site don't listen to us. We come up with ideas, they don't listen to us. It's like they don't want to listen to a woman, and I'm Black and whatever. And I said, okay, hold up, let's break this down, because I've been there, right? So I'm like, when they don't listen to you, is it because you are Black? Is it because you are female? Or is it a matter of how many years have you worked? They're like, no, I've been on the site for 2 years. I'm like, okay, you've been on site for 2 years. Have you paid your dues? What do you have behind you that should make what you are saying credible, that somebody would want to go with it? Because in construction, it's a lot of it is experience, and a lot of it is about, what have you done before? So when Msebenzi has done this before, we are more likely to go with the suggestion, because now he's been, he's gone through he's been in the trenches, he's earned his stripes, So people need to be very conscious of when you pull the race card. And I'm not saying it's not there. Sometimes it's there. I've lived through it. I started in Rose and Ethics, and there is the gender card, all those things. But you have to go back and internalize and say, is it really because of these things that is this a crutch, or is this the real issue? Okay, that's the first. And once you've passed through that, I think for me, my motivation was simple. I wasn't out to change the world. For me, when I worked in construction, I looked up and all I saw was white and male. And I thought, nobody here looks like me, and this is a problem for me. And I said, I'm not leaving this industry till I can make it into a director level at one of the big 5 companies. Because when other people behind me come and join this industry, I want them to be able to look up and see somebody they can relate to. Because if they can see me, they'll be able to know that they can also make it. And that was my driver. It has always been my driver. And I think once I ticked the box, I think that's why I left. And that's why I'm also moving on to other things now. But for me, that was important to not go through the same issues that I went through. Because also when somebody comes and speaks to me, first it's motivating, but secondly, when I give them an answer, they're hearing it from somebody who can relate to them and who has been in the trenches, And I think I said before in one of the questions, hard work, no matter how much the person in front of you or on the side of you, whoever, or the person you're reporting to might try to suppress you, you can't suppress excellence. Guys, I always say this. It will come through, it will shine through. If you are great at what you are, I might be jealous of you and close it, but somebody else might notice. And you might find that somebody who's motivating for you to get your next promotion is not even someone you report to. You know, so don't get discouraged. Do the work. It's actually, I actually say to people, it's better now, because now it's not like taboo, or it's like, oh my goodness, such a big deal that we now suddenly put in somebody black. And what's also nice about this space now is that you can be comfortable that you get to that position. It is not just there because you want to have a black face. I've always said to myself, I don't ever want a role that's a director level, executive level, if it's for the wrong reasons. I will never allow myself to disrespect it and to be used just as, let's put our black face. You know, I'm not that person. So, you know, so you can be comfortable that industry has acknowledged and has understood that we can't just put people there in spaces so we can tick the box, but we have to put people there who actually understand how things work. You know, and I'm glad that we've got systems in places, the processes that check out these things. That's why when you go and do your BE or audits, it's not just okay, we've got these names and you're happy. That people will come out there, interview you about what your role is, what you do, just to make sure that you're not having any of this, you know, just putting the black face. So yeah, there's a lot of things. You're quite right. There are a lot of hurdles. There's a lot of having to prove yourself. I mean, I'm female. Sometimes you feel like, hey, I must prove myself first. It's even worse. Now I'm a female now with a child. So I'm a parent, you know, when now a person wants to schedule a meeting at 7, and I'm like, but you know, I have a drop off my child at school. So those issues are always there, but it's really how when you interact with the people around you and how you apply yourself. And again, if all else fails, tap into the people, speak to the people who've been there. If when you came across this issue, what did you do? So simple as asking a question. If I don't know it, I've never been through it, chances are I know someone who's been through it. And that's really just how it works.